In the tangled web of Port Charles, secrets and manipulations continue to spin a dangerous narrative that's pulling nearly every major player into its gravity. As Friday, May 9, 2025, draws near, the residents of General Hospital find themselves confronting deep betrayals, mounting pressure, and moral crossroads, each more complex than the last. Behind closed doors, power plays are escalating while emotional reckoning looms on the horizon. This isn't just a typical day in Port Charles, it's a reckoning. Drew Cain is no longer interested in playing by the rules. After enduring betrayal, manipulation, and being publicly humiliated through the scandal surrounding his ketamine drugging, Drew is now laser-focused on control, and he knows exactly where to apply the pressure. Portia Robinson, once admired for her dedication as a physician and a mother, now finds herself walking a dangerous tightrope. Drew confronts her with a pointed reminder that their alliance isn't over, not by a long shot. "We've only scratched the surface of what you can do," he tells her, and it's clear his expectations are growing darker. Drew doesn't want justice anymore, he wants political vengeance and redemption. And to get it, he wants Curtis to weaponize Aurora Media against a political rival, reshaping the public image of a congressman who could help elevate Drew's ambitions. But will Portia comply, or find a way to expose Drew before he drags her down with him? Simultaneously, Willow is playing her own game. Soft-spoken but never naive, she approaches Curtis with a calm yet insistent demeanor, encouraging him to publish a high-profile article, presumably about Drew's now notorious press conference. With the media circus surrounding Drew's claims of being drugged, Willow sees the power of narrative. She doesn't want the truth buried, she wants it sculpted, wielded. And Curtis, whose ties to both Drew and Portia are growing increasingly entangled, must decide if he's a journalist, or a pawn in someone else's story. But across town, a different kind of drama brews, one steeped in paternal love and the threat of legal destruction. Danny Morgan's involvement in Rocco's near-fatal alcohol poisoning has ignited a storm of controversy, and Dante Falconeri is prepared to push charges of manslaughter. Jason, forever the protector, confronts Dante in a raw and restrained exchange. Is Dante serious? Would he really destroy a teenager's life when Rocco survived? The line between law enforcement and personal vendetta blurs, and Jason isn't backing down. He knows the system, and he knows Dante. But more than anything, he knows the lengths he's willing to go to shield his son. Nearby, Lulu has her own confrontation with Danny. Her words, though likely measured, carry the weight of a mother nearly robbed of her child. Danny's actions have consequences, and Lulu makes that painfully clear. She wants accountability, but whether she seeks retribution or understanding remains uncertain. There's hurt in her voice, perhaps even guilt for not seeing the signs, but it all funnels toward Danny, who now stands at a painful intersection between remorse and self-defense. Elsewhere, Ned Quartermain and Tracy have a terse and cryptic moment that hints at familial conflict with far-reaching implications. Tracy, never one to hide her disdain for disloyalty, presses Ned with a jarring question, "Mom? Or the mob?" The nature of her inquiry remains unclear, but the suggestion is explosive. Is someone in the Quartermain family aligning themselves with organized crime, or worse, betraying their blood in pursuit of power or protection? And then there's Sonny Corinthos, ever the kingpin of moral ambiguity. As always, Sonny stands at the center of deals shrouded in danger. When Sidwell steps into Sonny's world with a slick promise, "I want to make a deal that's good for both of us," everyone watching knows that nothing in Port Charles is ever simple. Sidwell's sudden alignment with Jordan and his veiled threat to make Sonny pay signals more than a negotiation, it's a warning. Whatever Sidwell is offering isn't just a transaction, it's a test of loyalty, a test of resolve, and a test of survival. As Port Charles pulses with unrest, each character is forced to reckon with the paths they've chosen. For Drew, revenge has become a fixation, one that could destroy everyone in its orbit. For Portia, morality is being chipped away with every threat and compromise. Willow is quietly but powerfully inserting herself into Curtis's editorial decisions. Jason is battling the justice system to protect his son, and Dante is caught in the chaos of duty versus empathy. Lulu, raw with maternal anguish, seeks answers and maybe a scapegoat. Meanwhile, Tracy is uncovering secrets that could fracture her family, and Sonny is once again towing the line between dominance and downfall. Friday's episode is not just about who gains power, it's about who loses themselves in the process. The truth is no longer a guiding principle in Port Charles, it's a weapon. And as each player sharpens theirs, the city edges closer to another implosion. In a town where the past is never buried and loyalty always comes at a price, the only question left is, who will survive the fallout? Would you like me to continue this storyline into the next episode summary?